Welcome back, learners. Myself, Dr. Vinita Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, RGSC, Banaras Hindu University. Module 11, lecture number 55, Monopoly. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss further about discriminating monopoly. In the previous lecture, we have studied about the concept, features, types of discriminating monopoly. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the degree of price discrimination and price and output under discriminating monopoly. Degree of price discrimination, that means at what level, that means what is the intensity of the discrimination of the price that is being done by the monopolist under monopoly. There are basically 3 degrees. At the initial level, it is the price discrimination of first degree, that is according to paying capacity. Second degree, that is price discrimination of second degree according to different quantities. Third, price discrimination of third degree according to market and sub-market. So, these are all the degree of price discrimination. Starting with the first one, price discrimination of first degree. When the monopolist is able to sell each individual units of his product at different prices, it is known as first degree of price discrimination. It is also known as perfect discrimination that was given by Mrs. John Robinson. In this, the seller charges prices equal to what the consumer is willing to pay. It means the seller leaves no consumer surplus with the consumer. Basically means the first degree means here the monopolist is charging or discriminating on the basis of the price, that means the paying capacity, or you can say the willingness of the consumer to pay. And it is also known as perfect discrimination. This discrimination means the monopolist discriminating each and every units of product from each and every customer. That means the monopolist differentiating on the basis of price from every single consumer for every single units of output. For example, suppose if I want to purchase this pen and I am willing to pay 400 rupees for this pen, and the monopolist provide this pen to me at 400 rupees only. That means consumer surplus is equal to what consumer is willing to pay minus what consumer actual pay. That means here the consumer surplus basically means what consumer is willing to pay and what consumer actual pay. So, consumer is willing to pay 500 and he is actually paying 500. That means there is no consumer surplus. That means the monopolist adopt the strategy of price discrimination in such a manner that he does not left any consumer surplus to the consumer. Second degree, that is price discrimination on second degree. It is basically done on the basis of quantity. How much quantity you are buying that will decide the discrimination made by the monopolist for the prices. For example, when you buy something on bulk, you get at a cheaper rate in comparison to when you don't buy on a bulk. In the same manner, the electricity is also the charge. There is price discrimination on the electricity as well. That means the second degree of price discrimination basically considered the amount of quantity you are buying and what type of quantity you are buying, that will decide the discrimination made by the monopolist on the basis of price. Price discrimination on the third degree. This is the most common type of price discrimination. In this, the monopolist will divide the entire market into various sub-market, and in various sub-market the elasticity of demand differ. So, the monopolist will charge different prices from the different sub-market for the commodity on the basis of the elasticity of that commodity in different market. Maybe here this the product is this product maybe in this market is inelastic, in this market elastic, inelastic, elastic, inelastic, in such manner. That means it is the elasticity of the demand of the product that will decide the price that will charge by the monopolist. So, in this, the monopolist charge different price or do the price discrimination on various market basis by considering the elasticity of demand of the product. So, basically these three are the degree of price discrimination. The first degree that talks about the paying capacity, or you say the willingness of the consumer to pay. The second degree was on the basis of the quantity you are buying, and third on the basis of sub-market. Now, discriminating monopoly. When you are talking about discriminating monopoly, that means how price and output is determined under discriminating monopoly. For this decision, every monopolist wants to maximize its profit. The ultimate objective is to maximize the profit. And how this profit can be achieved? Under discriminating monopoly, these three decisions need to be taken by the monopolist in advance. The first one, how much total output should be produced. That means overall production that need to be done by the monopolist. The second, how the total output will be divided into two market. Here for consideration, we are considering only the two market for the product. Then what price should be charged in each market. That means first the total production, then how you are going to divide this total production into various sub-market, and in various sub-market what is the price that you will charge, and that basically depends upon the elasticity of the demand. And the third degree of price discrimination is based on price output determination under discriminating monopoly. Price discriminating monopoly price output determination. That means a monopolist seeks to maximize his overall profit and revenue. He attains maximum profit when his marginal cost is equal to his marginal revenue. That means every monopolist wants to maximize his profit, and profit is maximized when MC is equal to MR. This is the point when monopolist will be earning maximum profit. This condition will be applied by the monopolist in each market. As long as MR is more than MC, the monopolist will continue with its production. That means if MR is greater than MC, the monopolist continue with the level of production. As soon as MR becomes equal to MC, the monopolist will stop producing, and this is the point where the monopolist will be getting the maximum profit. Under discriminating monopoly, the monopolist engaged in price discrimination will set different prices for different sub-market. Under discriminating monopoly, the monopolists divide the entire market into various sub-market and charge different prices for the same product in different sub-market. The monopolist also has to decide in advance the following point, such as total output to be produced, division of total output into various market, and at what price it need to distribute so as to get the maximum profit, as I discussed with you people earlier. Suppose the monopolist control two distinct market. Here for an example, I am taking market 1 and market 2, each with a different demand elasticity. The demand elasticity in market 1 is less elastic, that means it is inelastic, and it is more elastic in market 2. That means you are taking two market. In one market, market 1, the elasticity is inelastic. That means there is not much change in the demand with the change in price. Whereas in the second market, it is elastic. That means a small change will brings a big change in quantity. To maximize the profit, the following two conditions need to be satisfied. What are that two conditions? MR should remain same in both the market. That means MR of one market must be equal to the MR of second market. In both the market, the marginal revenue need to be same. But suppose if marginal revenue is not same, suppose for an example, the marginal revenue of market 1 is less and the marginal revenue of second market is more. So, you will start taking the commodity from the market 1 and will flow it into the market 2, and you will do this process till marginal revenue of both the market becomes equal to each other. The second condition, that is marginal revenue and marginal cost should be equal. That means marginal revenue earned in both the market, that is MR1, MR2, should be equal to marginal cost of the total output so as to satisfy the second condition of equilibrium, that is maximum profit. So, it can be written as MR1 is equal to MR2 is equal to MC, where MR1 is marginal revenue of market 1 and MR2 is marginal revenue of market 2 and MC is the marginal cost of the total output. That means the second condition where the firm is equal, it should be marginal revenue of market 1 must be equal to the marginal revenue of market 2, must be equal to the marginal cost. This marginal cost, only one marginal cost is taken, and this marginal cost represent the total marginal cost of producing the entire product in the market. That means you are producing all the goods at a one place only. So, you are taking the entire marginal cost at one place, and it should be equal to the marginal revenue of the entire market. That means when all these will be equal to each other, then monopolist must be earning the maximum profit. So, the first thing you need to perform is, I can explain it with the help of the diagram. The first, that means you have to take one market Y, X and 0. This is market 1, and you have to take another market. This is Y, X and 0. This is market 2, and again you have to take
again you have to take y axis, x axis and 0, and this represent the overall market 1 plus 1 1, that means both the market. You will take average revenue of this market 1 is inelastic. Inelastic means a small change in price or big change in price will not going to bring much change in the quantity demanded. And second market is elastic, price will greatly affect the quantity, and this is the combination of both. So, in this the AR will be a steeper one and MR will also be a steeper one. In this the AR will be a flatter one and MR will also be a flatter one. Why? Because it is elastic, and why this? It is the inelastic, that is why it is, this is steeper and this is flatter. When you are going to combine the marginal revenue of one market plus marginal revenue of two market, you will get the marginal revenue for the total market. So, it will be some like this, then like this, and then it will be coming like this. So, this represent the marginal revenue for the total market. It is somewhere steeper initially because that represent the market of the inelastic, and after that it is representing a flatter that represent the market of inelastic. That is why marginal revenue of the total market consists of elasticity and inelastic. So, this similar is like these, as you can see. The next step is to draw the marginal cost. So, your marginal cost will be like this. This is your marginal cost. So, at this point your marginal cost, that means total marginal cost of producing the commodity, is equal to the total marginal revenue, and this is somewhere it is the equilibrium point. So, this will give you a level of output, that means OQ is the output that will be produced by the monopoly firm overall. At what price? Then this is the OP is the price, that means for producing OQ level of output and for producing at OP prices. Then you are going to shift this line in order to find out the equilibrium for the others market. That means the same line need to be extended. So, this line which is coming this side, this is what? This is a kind of the marginal cost line. So, it is cutting at point this and it is cutting point at this. So, this when it is cutting, so somewhere it is the equilibrium point for the market second, and this is giving you this much of level output, and you are going to increase and touch the average revenue. It is touching at this much. That means it is elastic. How much demand is increasing? That means this is the price and you are getting this much of quantity. It is saying this is the somewhere this is the output and this is the price. This much, this is inelastic. For this much of price, you are getting only this much of output. So, what is the equilibrium for the firm? It will be when marginal revenue of 1 is equal to marginal revenue of 2 is equal to marginal revenue of total is equal to marginal cost. This is the point where the firm is getting the maximum profit. So, this is the diagram and the explanation for the price discrimination under the discriminating monopoly. So, this can be explained with the same graph which I had discussed with you people. As you can see, this is market 1 and this is market 2. Market 1 basically means this is the market where the elasticity of demand is less elastic. Less elastic means a small change or a big change does not brings a big change in quantity demanded. That is why it is inelastic. But in market B, it is more elastic. This means a small change in price is bringing a big change in quantity demanded. That is why it is what? elastic in nature, and that is why the curve of this market is steeper and the curve of this market is flatter. That is why this AR and this MR is steeper in shape for the monopoly market 1, and the AR and MR for the second market is flatter because of the elastic nature. And this represents the total market, that means overall good produced in the market, and that is the reason this is coming like down and moving like this. This means this part is showing the market related to inelastic, that is market A, and after this point it is relating to the market B, that is market of elastic. Then you have to find it out a point where MC is equal to MR, that means total marginal cost must be equal to the total marginal revenue. As it is denoting the total marginal revenue, because you have added the marginal revenue of market 1 and marginal revenue of market 2, that is why it is giving you the marginal revenue of market T. And this is the marginal cost is represented by the total market because you are producing the goods, and the cost of producing the goods is represented by the total marginal cost. So, this is cutting at point E, and at point E the marginal cost, total marginal cost is equal to total marginal revenue, and this is giving you the equilibrium output. This is the equilibrium output and this is the price. That means the monopoly is able to produce this much of quantity at this much of price. So, you are going to take this point and going to touch like this. That means this marginal cost line will touch and cut the market 1 marginal revenue at point E, and it will cut the market 2 marginal revenue at point E2. So, at this respective point, it will give individual market price and equilibrium output. For market 1, it is giving the equilibrium 0Q1 and the price is 0P1. That means this is the price and only this much of the output. But for the second market, the price is this much and the output is this much. So, and this is the last one. So, this is signifying how the output is going to be determined. For the individual market, the monopolist is charging different prices for the same product in the different market depending upon the elasticity of the demand for that product. As you can see, in market A, the monopolist is charging the high prices for the commodities, whereas the monopolist is charging less prices for the market B. But the overall profit of the monopolist is maximized, and the condition for the discriminating monopoly to be in equilibrium where the monopolist will get the maximum profit, that is your marginal revenue of one market is equal to the marginal revenue of two market is equal to the total marginal revenue is equal to the marginal cost, and all are somewhere equal to this point. So, in this way your total output was 0 and Q was produced. So, for market 2 you have given 0 Q2 and for market 1 you have given 0 Q1. So, this will gives you the total market, and the prices you have produced that output at PQ, PO is the price for producing the overall commodity, and you have distributed this price among OP2 plus OP1. So, that means this is the equilibrium output for the entire market and this is the equilibrium price for the entire market, and you have divided the entire price and the entire output between the various market of the monopolist and try to get the maximum profit out of it. So, this is all the explanation which I have just explained with you people through the diagram. So just go through it and you will able to know. Again, I am just summarizing the fact. That means in price in market 1A is 0P1. 0P1, that means this and this is the price for market 1, and for quantity is 0Q, this is the quantity. For market second is price is this much, whereas output is this much, as you can see, and total quantity output it will be, you are going to add both the market and it will give you the quantity of OQ. This is represented by this, and the price discrimination you can easily figure out. You are going to subtract the price which is the monopolist charging from market A from the market B, because ultimately the price need to be recovered by the monopolist from the market, and the price should be charged by the monopolist in such a manner that he get the maximum profit out of it. So this is the way through which the monopolists try to discriminate between the market, and this discrimination is actually possible when the demand for the same product differs in regard with the elasticity, and depending upon the elasticity of the demand of the product, the monopolist will charge different prices for the same product from the different market and try to maximize its profit. So this is all about for today's session. In today's session, we had studied about the degree of price discrimination, about the price and output determination under the discriminating monopoly. This basically says the monopolist has a power to differentiate with the price of the product in the different market, provided the elasticity of demand for the product differ in different market. I hope you have understood this concept of price output determination under discriminating monopoly. Thank you for being so patient. Thank you so much.